Oh, we're wearing the same outfit. Looking snatched. Winning is winning. Yeah, are you ready to do some horror dancing? This is called the horo. 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 I'm very tall, and it's hard to move all this. Oh, okay. Things are wrong. It's about the beat and just putting yourself out there and not looking back. Darcy? The Silva twins are back in the spotlight, and this time, Stacey Silva is standing up for her sister, Darcy, in a big way. The Day Fiancé star recently clapped back at her brother-in-law, Georgi Rusev, for what she called jabs and insults toward Darcy instead of showing her the love and support she deserves. If there's one thing fans know, it's that Darcy and Stacey have always been inseparable through every high, every heartbreak, and every bit of drama in between. So of course, when Darcy planned her wedding anniversary party in Bulgaria, she made sure her twin and her brother-in-law Florian were front and center. Darcy wasn't about to celebrate such a milestone without her sister by her side. But Georgi, he wasn't exactly thrilled. In fact, he quietly hoped Stacey wouldn't stir up drama at his event. Still, Darcy insisted, and the night was set for celebration. Leading up to the anniversary, tension was already brewing. Georgi had clashed with Darcy over her wardrobe choices, urging her to dress more conservatively before their trip. He wasn't happy when Darcy chose a glamorous white gown with intricate embroidery, the very same dress from their wedding day. Meanwhile, Georgi slipped back into his wedding tuxedo. But instead of cherishing the moment, he made a biting remark. She had all this time to figure out what to wear. What is she expecting? Darcy brushed off the tension and focused on the positives. Stacey and Florian arrived from America and even prepared a heartfelt dance for the couple. The sisters lit up the room with their bond, and for a while, the night felt magical. Even Stacey admitted, it's nice to see Darcy and Georgi let loose and have fun. For a moment, everything looked perfect. But as fans know all too well, perfection doesn't last long in Darcy and George's world. After the party, things quickly spiraled. Darcy, who had been celebrating a little too hard, got tipsy and ended up vomiting out of the car door on the ride home. Stacey was stunned. She admitted she had never seen her sister this sick. And while most husbands might have stepped up in that moment, holding her hair, comforting her, maybe even protecting her dignity, Georgi did the opposite. Instead of helping, he started cracking jokes at Darcy's expense. One of his remarks, "Somebody want to poison the queen? Where's the rat?" The joke didn't land. It left Stacey furious, watching her twin struggle while her husband mocked her was too much. She called Georgi out directly, saying he should be there supporting her, loving her, not making jabs. Florian even noted that this was the first time had seen Georgi actually give Darcy attention at the party, but the moment quickly dissolved into disgust once they left. For fans, the scene was another reminder of the rocky and often one-sided nature of Darcy and George's relationship. While Darcy dreams of a fairy tale romance, what she often gets feels more like heartache wrapped in designer labels. And Stacey, she isn't staying quiet anymore. The question now is, will Georgi take Stacey's words to heart and finally step up for his wife? Or will the Silva twins find themselves dealing with yet another heartbreak in this never-ending saga of love, loyalty, and drama? Because if there's one thing we know about Darcy and Stacey, the story is never over. Day Fiancé star Colt Johnson is back in the headlines. And this time, it's not for his weight loss journey or his infamous feuds. It's about his brand new romance that's sending shockwaves through the fandom. Yes, Colt's Brazilian girlfriend's face and name have finally been revealed, and viewers can't believe how fast things are moving. For months, whispers about Colt dating someone in Brazil circled online. Fans speculated, bloggers hinted, but nothing was concrete until now. Colt has finally flipped the script, and the mystery woman is no longer a secret. Her name, Diana. And thanks to a blogger scoop, both her face and her connection to Colt are now out in the open. But as always with Colt, nothing is ever simple. His dating timeline is raising some serious red flags. Viewers are accusing him of cheating again, and given his history, those accusations aren't coming out of thin air. So, is Colt up to his old tricks? Or is this finally a fresh start for him? Let's break it down. Fans remember Colt's fling with Courtney Riordan's during-day Fiancé. Hunt for love. The two had undeniable chemistry on screen, and Courtney even took a chance on him despite his reputation for cheating scandals. But true to form, things went south pretty quickly. The romance fizzled out, leaving Courtney unimpressed and skeptical. And now, fast forward to Colt's newest chapter, Courtney isn't holding back. After a blogger shared a new picture of Colt and his Brazilian girlfriend, Courtney chimed in with a snarky, interesting LOL, clearly throwing shade at his latest relationship. Fans immediately backed her up, telling Courtney she dodged a bullet and deserves far better than a man who's betrayed multiple partners. So who is Diana, the new woman in Colt's life? A recent mirror selfie made waves online, showing Colt and Diana cozied up inside an elevator. At first, she kept her face hidden, only showing off her long, reddish-brown hair. But soon after, the popular blogger, Shabuti, revealed her identity with a full-face picture, glasses, white neck cap, and all. And the kicker, Colt's mom, Debbie, already follows Diana on social media. That detail alone suggests this isn't just a fling. Things may be getting serious. Of course, some fans were skeptical. Colt looked slimmer, different even, leading a few to wonder if the man in the photo was really him. But most agreed this was Colt Johnson, newly transformed and still diving headfirst into love. What's more, let's not forget, Colt went through a rough accident recently while in Brazil. He injured his leg, but his heart completely untouched. Despite the setback, his romance with Diana didn't just survive, it blossomed. Now, he raised the million-dollar question. Will Colt finally prove everyone wrong and build a lasting relationship? Or will history repeat itself and Diana become yet another name on the long list of Colt's heartbreaks? Viewers remain skeptical, with many already betting that it's only a matter of time before cheating rumors resurface. And here's the irony. Colt hasn't said a word publicly. He hasn't confirmed, denied, or even acknowledged Diana on his platforms. But the internet has done the work for him, and the tea is officially spilled. So what do you think? Is Colt genuinely turning a new leaf with Diana? Or is this just the same story, different woman? One thing's for sure, when it comes to Colt Johnson, the drama never stops, and the fandom is here for every twist and turn. Am I upset that Yara kind of threw me under the bus? Yes, that's a girl code line that was totally crossed. I don't like this. This is such a high school stupid. The drama on day Fiancé. Happily ever after is reaching a boiling point. And this time, it's Loren Brovarnik versus Yara Zaya. In season 9 episode, the two reality stars finally confronted each other after weeks of tension, lies, and backstabbing. And trust me, this feud is messier than anyone expected. It all started when Yara blindsided Elizabeth, better known as Libby, with shocking claims. Yara exposed a supposed secret that Loren and her husband, Alexei, had allegedly spilled during a double date. According to Yara, Alexei let it slip that Andre, Libby's husband, lost a jaw-dropping $1 in a risky property investment in Moldova. The revelation left Libby shaken. 1 minute, she was celebrating with friends, and the next, she was questioning her marriage. Fans were stunned. Many accused Yara of stirring the pot for revenge after feeling that Loren, Alexei, Libby, and Andre ruined her launch party. And while Yara may have thought she was being clever, painting Loren and Alexei as villains while protecting her husband, Jovi, her plan quickly started to unravel. Online, Fans didn't hold back. They called out Yara for being manipulative, saying she twisted the truth and weaponized private conversations. Others placed some blame on Alexei for having a slip of the tongue, but most agreed that Yara's decision to weaponize it against Libby was ruthless. The fallout was explosive. Libby began doubting Andre. Jovi took Yara's side, and the group dynamics fractured completely. And then came the confrontation. In episode, Loren and Yara sat down at a salon, and it didn't take long for the tension to erupt. Loren called Yara out directly, saying she had heard Yara passed along her private comments about Andre. According to Libby, Loren had called Andre a horrible person, and that betrayal cut deep, but Yara denied everything. She snapped back, insisting she would never say such a thing, and claimed Loren didn't even know the full story. Her defensive act, however, didn't land well with fans. Many viewers blasted Yara online for playing innocent and gaslighting her friend instead of owning up to what she did. At her launch party, Yara had already stormed off after tensions escalated, claiming she was overwhelmed by all the yelling and drama. But behind the scenes, she admitted she was still furious that her friends ruined her big night. And while she told Loren she wanted to move forward, her bitterness was still crystal clear. At one point, Yara even tried to shift the blame again, saying it was actually Noga, not Loren, who called Andre horrible during a heated exchange. But Loren wasn't buying it. She felt completely thrown under the bus, betrayed not only by Yara's lies, but also by how Libby turned cold toward her. For Loren, this wasn't just about a comment. It was about trust, loyalty, and the kind of friendship she thought she had with Yara. And for Yara, she admitted she can't afford to burn bridges. She knows if she loses her Florida support system, Jovi would drag her right back to Louisiana, something she definitely doesn't want. Still, she stood firm that she had been wronged, not the other way around. At this point, the group is fractured, the friendships are shaken, and fans are divided. Was Yara truly being manipulative and nasty, or was she just caught in the crossfire of the chaos she helped create? One thing's for certain, the feud between Loren, Yara, Libby, and Andre is far from over. And if this season has proven anything, it's that the Day Fiancé drama only gets messier the deeper we go. Julia Trobkina and Brandon Gibbs are stepping into a brand new chapter on Day Fiancé. Happily ever after, but as always, nothing comes without drama. Julia has convinced Brandon that the couple needs a break from the constant pressure and stress of their lives. Her plan, a romantic trip to Europe. To make it happen, Julia is even willing to sell her apartment in Russia. She sees it as an investment in their relationship, a final adventure before settling down to start a family. But not everyone is on board. Brandon and his parents are deeply concerned about the idea, and the conversation quickly spirals into conflict. Hey race, where the tension begins. Brandon has been vocal about wanting to start a family with Julia, but Julia, overwhelmed with pressure, has pushed back against the baby talk. She even refused to undergo fertility surgery, leaving Brandon confused and disappointed. He doesn't understand why she isn't ready, while Julia insists she feels suffocated by expectations. Her message is clear. She needs space before taking that next step. To Julia, the trip is about recharging her soul. She wants to enter motherhood without regrets, fully committed to both Brandon and their marriage, but Brandon isn't convinced. To him, the plan sounds risky, even reckless. He worries. What do we do if we can't make our mortgage payment? It's irresponsible. We could end up on the streets. And when Julia finally broke the news to Brandon's parents, Betty and Ron, the reaction was exactly what she feared. The scene unfolded after Julia's parents, Elena and Igor, visited the Gibbs farmhouse one last time before flying back to Russia. Everyone gathered together, and the conversation inevitably shifted to Julia and Brandon's future. At first, Betty and Ron seemed happy to hear the couple had gone on a date to smooth things over. Brandon then revealed the big news. They were planning a trip to New York and eventually Europe before starting a family. But when Julia revealed she intended to sell her Russian flat to fund the trip, the mood shifted instantly. Betty fired back. With the little money you saved up, you're just going to turn around and spend it, and then be gone. She warned the decision would only cause more stress on their marriage. Even Julia's own parents weren't impressed. According to UMF Creative, Elena and Igor also felt their daughter was taking too big of a risk with her future. Ron weighed in too, telling the couple bluntly, "A magical trip won't solve your problems. You have to live in reality." Julia, however, wasn't having it. She snapped that it was her and Brandon's decision alone. But the shocker came when Brandon admitted his parents might actually have a point. That betrayal sent Julia over the edge. Furious and humiliated, she stormed off, throwing a tantrum and leaving everyone stunned. So where does this leave Julia and Brandon? Can a vacation really fix their marriage struggles, or will the financial gamble tear them apart even more? One thing is certain, their road to happily ever after looks anything but smooth. Dave Fiancé star Usman Umar, better known as Soulja Boy, has done it again. The Nigerian rapper has popped the question, and this time the answer is a big, resounding yes. Usman is proudly showing off his new leading lady, and fans can't stop buzzing about the stunning woman who has officially snagged the ring. But hold on, this isn't just another love story. Alongside his grand reveal, Usman dropped some shocking details that left viewers picking their jaws up off the floor. So what exactly is going on with Soulja Boy's new romance? Who is this mystery woman? And is this really his happily ever after? Or just another twist in his whirlwind love life? Let's rewind for a second. Fans know Usman's relationship history has been nothing short of chaotic. From his messy marriage to Lisa Ham to his dramatic romance with Kim Menzies, Soulja Boy has been at the center of one explosive storyline after another. In fact, Kim herself came back for Hunt for Love, the tell-all to air out her ex's manipulative behavior, making it clear that Usman wasn't exactly the Prince Charming she once believed. And then came Courtney Riordan's On Day Fiancé. Hunt for Love. Usman wasted no time confessing his feelings for her, envisioning a happily ever after. But Courtney wasn't sure. She was torn between Usman and Colt Johnson, and in the end, she chose Colt, leaving Usman heartbroken and humiliated on screen. Fast forward just a few months, and Soulja Boy is already flaunting a brand new romance. His Instagram feed has exploded with pictures of him alongside a gorgeous Nigerian woman. Fans immediately noticed the chemistry. In one viral post, Usman sat dressed sharply in a navy blue and purple checkered suit, right next to his new flame, who's stunned in a long, elegant navy gown. The matching outfits, the cozy body language, and the intimate setting left many viewers wondering, is this an engagement photo? Speculation only grew when Usman captioned the post with a cryptic on set and camera emojis. In another photo, he posed again with the same woman, this time teasing fans with the announcement that their new music album would be coming out soon. That's when things got messy, because it turns out this so-called fiancé might actually just be the actress starring in Usman's music video. Still, fans aren't convinced it's just business. The chemistry between the two is undeniable, and social media has been flooded with rumors that the rapper and the actress are more than co-stars. The speculation is so intense that many viewers believe Usman has already moved on and is quietly building a new relationship behind the scenes. So what's the truth? Is Usman really engaged again? Or is this all just clever promo for his music career? One thing is certain, Soulja Boy knows exactly how to keep the spotlight on himself. And whether this mystery woman is his forever love or simply his latest music news, the drama surrounding Usman Umar is only heating up. Because when it comes to Soulja Boy, the story is never just about the music. Fiancé star Jasmine Pineda is in hot water again, this time for allegedly faking her buzz cut just to gain sympathy and clout. The Panamanian celeb recently shocked fans when she uploaded a selfie showing off a completely shaved head. Viewers initially rushed to support her, believing Jasmine had taken the bold step because of her long battle with alopecia, a condition she has openly discussed many times. Since giving birth, Jasmine has struggled with postpartum depression, and she admitted that her alopecia had gotten worse. Fans thought she shaved her head to take control before losing it all. Many praised her for being brave, calling her haircut cute and empowering. But was it all a lie? Despite the overwhelming support, doubts started to creep in. Jasmine has been known to exaggerate or stir up drama online, and this time, some eagle-eyed followers noticed inconsistencies. The TLC star continued rocking wigs, but she never actually confirmed if she had gone bald. Then came the shocking twist. A popular blogger, Shabuti, exposed Jasmine after spotting her real ponytail in a recent video meltdown. Jasmine was crying in her car over backlash for entering her daughter, Matilda, into a Baby of the Year contest. But instead of focusing on her tears, fans noticed something else, clear proof of her natural hairline. Shabuti called her out, writing, "When you're faced with admitting you faked your haircut for clicks and likes." That revelation left fans furious. Many accused Jasmine of exploiting a sensitive medical condition just to stay relevant and keep people talking about her. One angry fan wrote, "If people still believe anything this woman says or does, I'm side-eyeing them." Another blasted her for disrespecting those who actually suffer from severe hair loss. Jasmine has been battling alopecia for years, and she knows firsthand the emotional toll it takes. But this stunt has backfired, with viewers slamming her for using her illness for attention and sympathy. So, did Jasmine really shave her head? Or was it all just another trick for clout? Fans are divided, but most agree she has some serious explaining to do. What do you think? Did Jasmine cross the line? Or was this just another misunderstood moment in her chaotic life? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Fiancé star Aaliyah is proving that life doesn't stop even when heartbreak hits. And her journey in Los Angeles is a story of resilience, reinvention, and raw determination. The Brazilian trans woman recently ended her marriage with Sean, and the split has left her navigating life entirely on her own. But surviving in Los Angeles, one of the most expensive cities in the world, is no small feat. Between rent, bills, and the high cost of living, Aaliyah has had to get creative about maintaining her livelihood. Fed up with mounting expenses, she made a bold decision. Aaliyah joined OnlyFans, the adult platform famous for giving creators a chance to earn steady income. She even shares a residence with her Fiancé co-star, Sophie, who has built a successful OnlyFans career of her own. With Sophie's guidance, Aaliyah has been learning the ropes, navigating content creation, and building a fan base, all while balancing the pressures of everyday life. But Aaliyah's challenges don't end there. She recently underwent gender-affirming surgery, adding medical bills to an already expensive life, and her limited English skills have made communication and networking more difficult. Still, day by day, she's finding ways to figure life out, proving that determination and support can go a long way. The season tell-all gave fans a glimpse of just how strained Aaliyah's marriage had been. Tearfully, she revealed that Sean no longer made her feel desired, admitting they had been intimate only twice since tying the knot. Sean, who identifies as gay, explained that he was still drawn to masculine bodies, leaving Aaliyah's femininity and her desire for connection unfulfilled. The emotional distance left her feeling unwanted and struggling with self-esteem, adding even more weight to an already difficult situation. After the split, Aaliyah faced the reality of supporting herself in one of the world's priciest cities. To fund her transition and secure financial independence, she launched her OnlyFans account, charging per month for exclusive content. Yet from the beginning, Aaliyah made it clear that OnlyFans was just one stepping stone. She refused to let fleeting fame from reality television dictate her future. Her ambition has always been bigger. She wants stability, creative freedom, and the ability to grow into the best version of herself. And growth is exactly what she's doing. Aaliyah recently launched her own dance academy, adding another source of income while pursuing her passion. Her classes are set to teach high-energy, Hollywood-style choreography infused with authentic Brazilian steps. Her goal, to help her students boost confidence, embrace their bodies, and connect with the joy of movement. Inclusivity is central to Aaliyah's academy. She's opening the doors to everyone, regardless of background, culture, or gender. The response from fans has been incredible. Even before the first class starts, she's opened a wait list and encouraged her followers to enroll, sharing promotional posts and building anticipation for this new chapter of her life. Aaliyah's story is a testament to perseverance. Instead of letting heartbreak define her, she's learning from the past, seizing opportunities, and building a future on her own terms. Her journey is inspiring not only for fans of Fiancé, but for anyone facing challenges and wondering how to start over. And she's not doing it alone. Fellow cast members, including Shakina, Courtney, and more, have openly supported her new venture, cheering on her ambition and creativity every step of the way. From heartbreak to reinvention, from OnlyFans to entrepreneurship, and from surviving to thriving, Aaliyah is rewriting her story, proving that setbacks are just setups for a stronger, bolder future. The question now is, will her dance academy flourish? Will she continue to build financial independence and carve out her path in LA? One thing is clear. Aaliyah isn't waiting for life to hand her opportunities. She's creating them herself. Viewers are furious after watching the latest Happily Ever After teaser, where Summit appears to push Jenny into becoming the perfect daughter-in-law for his family. Fans feel he's not just asking too much, he's controlling her life and robbing her of the peace she deserves. Now, let's break down exactly what happened. Jenny agreed, very reluctantly, to move into Summit's parents' home. The decision was supposed to be temporary, a way to save money and cut down on expenses. She made it clear from the beginning that living with her in-laws was her worst nightmare. Jenny has never had a good relationship with Summit's mother, Sanaa, and she feared being under constant judgment and scrutiny. But soon, Jenny realized the arrangement wasn't temporary at all. Instead, Sumit revealed that his family loved having him around, and he had changed his mind. He thought living with them permanently was a good idea. This bombshell crushed Jenny's spirit. She felt trapped, believing her future meant living under her mother-in-law's strict watch, taking orders day and night. And things got even worse. In a new TLC clip, Jenny was shown sleeping in her room, but Sumit barged in, woke her up, and scolded her for not being in the kitchen with his mom and sister-in-law. He even warned her, "This is your first day. Do you want to have trouble?" Jenny, clearly exhausted, struggled to even stand, but Sumit kept pushing her to join the household chores. The problem? Jenny had already explained she couldn't cook. She offered to help with other tasks like cleaning and organizing. Still, Sumit insisted she had to match his family standards. His mom had already warned her that she needed to contribute, and Sumit seemed determined to make Jenny obey. For many fans, this was the last straw. Jenny is in her mid-s, older than Sumit's own mother, and has already retired after years of hard work. She moved to India to enjoy her golden years with her husband, not to be forced into servitude. Instead, viewers see her being treated like she has something to prove. Social media lit up with criticism. One fan blasted Sumit, writing Jenny is right, but Sumit is lazy. He should be working, not expecting her to do chores for his family. She's already done her time. Another viewer added, Jenny deserves to live life on her own terms. Summit is making her jump through hoops just to please people who never accepted her. And the backlash keeps pouring in. Fans argue that Summit is showing his true colors, choosing his family's approval over his wife's happiness. Many even believe he's exploiting Jenny's love for him, knowing she sacrificed everything, her country, her comfort, and her independence just to be with him. For now, Jenny continues to fight for her freedom, while Summit tries to mold her into the traditional daughter-in-law his family demands. But viewers are asking the big question, how much more can Jenny take before she finally puts her foot down?